I, Nidhi Chamoli from Physics Tree, welcomes you to the world of nuclear physics. As the very name suggests, it must have got some link with the word nucleus. So starting our introduction with the word nucleus, let's know what nucleus is. Nucleus. Basically, how do we describe an atom? Say this is an atom. It has a positive center. An electron is revolving around it. What is this positive center? This is what we call nucleus. So basically, nucleus is a positively charged pair situated at the core of the atom It is very small in size and whole mass of the atom is concentrated in this positive pair. So here we define nucleus. Nucleus is a positively charged pair which is situated at the core of the atom. It is basically very small in size, say about 10 to minus 15 meters, but the whole mass of the atom is concentrated in this positively charged pair. Moving further, we have some terms related to nucleus, but before that I will let you know how we generally represent a nucleus. It is represented like AXN, where X is your nucleus, Z is your number of protons, N is your number of neutrons, and collectively we call them nucleons. And here A denotes the number of nucleons. Now, the first term related to nucleus is atomic number. What is this atomic number? Represented by Z, it is total number of protons present in the nucleus. Say we have a nitrogen nucleus. We know that nitrogen has 7 number of protons, so we represent the nitrogen nucleus with 7 atomic number. Next up, mass number. It is represented by A. Since nucleus consists both protons and neutrons, and collectively they are called nucleons, so this A denotes the total number of nucleons present in the nucleus. For example, we have carbon. Carbon has 6 protons and 6 neutrons. Collectively, they give us A equal to 12. So we denote C as 12-6, where 12 is the mass number and 6 is the atomic number of carbon. The next term we have is neutron number. What is this neutron number? Denoted by N. It is the total number of neutrons present in the nucleus. Say we have total number of neutrons present in the nucleus. For example, hydrogen nucleus in which the neutron number is 1. Here mass number is 2, atomic number is 1. We get the neutron number by A minus Z. So 2 minus 1 gives us 1, the neutron number of hydrogen nuclei. Next we have isotope. What an isotope is? Isotopes are nuclei of same element which have same atomic number but different mass numbers. Same atomic number, different mass numbers. The point to be noted is same atomic number. For example, we have nitrogen 14,7, nitrogen 15,7. You can see here is the atomic number of both the isotopes, nitrogen 14,7, nitrogen 15,7. Here the atomic number is same but the mass number is different. So they are isotopes of the same element. Similarly, we have isotones. What are isotones? Isotones have same neutron number but their atomic number is different. Same neutron number and different atomic number. For example, hydrogen and helium. Hydrogen and helium, different atomic numbers but same neutron number. You can clearly see it. So they are isotones. Next we have isobars. Isobar is category in which we have same mass number but different atomic number. Same mass number and different atomic number. For example, these are isobars. Here you can see mass numbers same, atomic numbers different. And the last term, nucleons. As I have told you earlier what nucleons are. Basically they are collective term for protons and neutrons. They collectively are called nucleons. These were the terminologies related to nucleus. Now moving further, we have some basic properties of nucleus. The first one is charge. We all know nucleus consists of protons and neutrons. So neutron is neutrally charged and protons contains plus E charge. And since we have Z number of protons, therefore the charge of nucleus is plus Ze, where Z is number of protons and E is the electronic charge equal to 1.6 into 10 to the minus 19 coulomb. The next property is mass. Mass of nucleus. Now, mass of nucleus is given by this whole term Zmt plus Nmn, or we can say Zmt plus A minus Zmn. What is the Zmt and A minus Zmn? Here Z is number of protons, Mt is the mass of each proton, A minus Z gives us the number of neutrons, and Mn is the mass of each neutron. Mn is equal to 1840 times the mass of electron and Mp is equal to 1836 times the mass of electron. The next property we have is size. If we somehow derive the radius of the nucleus, we will get an estimation of what the size of the nucleus is. So before that, I will let you know that volume of the nucleus is basically comprised of protons, neutrons, or we say nucleons. So the volume of nucleus is directly proportional to A, that is nucleon. Since it's a sphere, so we have 4/3 pi r cube is proportional to A, where r is the radius of nucleus. This gives us 4/3 pi. This gives us r is proportional to a raised to power 1/3. Now resolving it further, we get r equal to r naught a 1/3, where this r naught is proportionality constant and it is nearly equal to 1.1 to 1.2 Fermi, and 1 Fermi is equal to 10 to the minus 15 meters. So, since we got this, we got an estimation of what the size of nucleus is. And this whole thing is what we call empirical formula. Now, the next property we have is density. The simple formula of density is mass per unit volume. We'll apply it here. But what will be the mass and what will be the volume? Mass per unit volume. But here, for the case of nucleus, the mass will be nuclear mass and volume will be nuclear volume. Nuclear mass, that is nucleons into mass of nucleon, and volume we have 4/3 pi r cube. We had it here A into m 4/3 pi. We had r from empirical formula r naught a, that is r naught cube, because it is r naught a 1/3, so we got it r naught cube into it. And from here the a cancelled out and we have m 4/3 pi r naught cube. You can see here the density of nucleus is independent of A. We are not having any term related to A over here. And this whole term is constant. We get this value as 2.29 into 10 to power 17 kg per meter cube. It's constant, and since it is independent of A, it remains same for every nuclei. This density thing remains same for every nuclei. The next basic property of nucleus is energy. Energy of nucleus is basically measured in electron volt. And what is 1 electron volt? It is the energy required by an electron when it is accelerated through potential difference of 1 volt. Potential difference of 1 volt. And 1 electron volt is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 joules. SI unit of energy is basically joule, but in nuclear physics we don't use the term joule. For higher order energies we use mega electron volts, kilo electron volts, and further. So here we end up with the basic properties. The first one was charge plus Z is the charge on the nucleus due to the Z protons plus C is the electronic charge equal to 1.6 10 to the minus 19 coulomb. The next one was mass. Combinedly, the nucleons give what we call the nuclear mass of the nucleus. It is equal to ZMP plus A minus Z into Mn, where Mp is the mass of proton, Mn is the mass of neutron, equal to Mp is equal to 1836 times the mass of electron and Mn is equal to 1840 times the mass of electron. The next one was size. We got the radius from where we estimated the size of the nucleus, R equal to R naught A raised to 1 by 3. The other one was density. Density remains constant for every nuclei. And the last one, energy, that's measured in basic units of electron volts. And for higher order energies, mega electron volt, kilo electron volt, giga electron volt, the further energy terms are used.